Today on What It's Like, 1972 Dodge Demon. But before getting into all of it, I'm Jay. Welcome to What It's Like, the automotive channel that puts the spotlight on the lost and not talked about cars. We cover the classics, vintage, some exotics. We love the orphan cars and cars that are frankly being forgotten. We dive in with specs, talk about the designs of these rolling works of art, and show what these cars are like. If that sounds like a channel that you will totally dig, subscribe and hit the bell icon next to it to never miss a video. This 1972 Dodge Demon is at Tommy's Toy Box in Struthers, Ohio, and is a survivor car that is currently for sale. For more information, pricing, and pictures, be sure to click the link below after the show. 1972 Dodge model lineup. These aren't in any particular order. B-Series van, Challenger, Charger, Colt, Coronet, Crestwood, Dart, Monaco, and Polara. In 1972, Dodge offered the Dart in a bunch of different packages. You had the Dart, followed by the Demon, and at the top was the Swinger. Sister cars were the Plymouth Valiant to the Dart, Duster to the Demon, and Scamp to the Swinger. The Dodge Dart could also be had in flavors such as custom and special. Dodge offered the Dart from 1960 to 1976, and the Dart played all the fields. It was a full-size car from 1960 to 1961, mid-size car from 62, just 1 year, and it was compact for the rest of its lifetime, 63 to 76. The Dart was revived in 2012 for the 2013 model year, and it only lasted until 2016. Let's talk specs. 192.5 inches long, 71.1 inches wide. It rides a wheelbase of 108 inches. It weighs 2,800 pounds. Price $2,316. Which is equivalent to you spending $16,808.34 in the year 2023. Oh man, that price is just like, take me back to the world gone away. Total Dodge for 1972 was 577,870 units. Total Demon, 48,500, of which 8,700 of them were the 340 coupe variety, and 39,800 were the standard coupe variety. Moving on to engines, starting in the proverbial basement with the 198 cubic inch displacement SLANT 6 3.2 liters. It's good for 100 horsepower at 4,400 RPM, 160 pound-feet of torque at 2,200 RPM, with a compression rating of 8.4 to 1. 4 main bearings. When backed with a 3-speed manual transmission, 0 to 60 could be had in 12.2 seconds. Theoretical top speed 100 miles per hour. Average fuel consumption 16.5 miles to the gallon. Stepping up to the middle ground. 225 cubic inch displacement SLANT 6 3.7 liters. It's good for 110 horsepower, 4,000 RPM, 185 pound-feet of torque at 2,000 RPM. Compression 8.4 to 1, 4 main bearings. When backed with a 3-speed manual transmission, 0 to 60 could be had in 11.7 seconds. Theoretical top speed 100 miles per hour. Average fuel economy, 15.7 miles to the gallon. These are all baseline numbers. It doesn't give me what rear end ratio is in these cars, and that could drastically affect top speed, fuel economy, and acceleration. Moving on to the biggest and baddest engine on offer for the Dodge Demon, 318 cubic inch displacement V8 5.2 liters. It's good for 150 horsepower at 4,000 RPM, 260 pound-feet of torque at 2,000 RPM. Compression 8.5 to 1. When backed with a 3-speed manual transmission, 0 to 60 could be had in 8.2 seconds. Theoretical top speed 112 miles per hour. Average fuel consumption 12.6 miles to the gallon. 2 transmissions on offer, the Torque Flight Automatic or the 3-speed manual. So let's talk styling. Look at how this has an ever so slight crease right there. Also, look at how the hood curves down as it comes to this grille section. I love that line there. Let's look at all the lines that are going on in the hood. It's pretty smooth. There is an ever so slight crease for a center line. It's very, very subtle though. The side spears are nice. This Dodge badge there. Just look at how this grille is designed. These headlights sit back inside here. Running lights and turn signals. Coming down the side, notice this ever so slight crease. There's also this nice little line here. How the fenders are designed. It's flared out, but it's also like back in there. Look at this line. Gas filler cap, marker light. The deck lid has a nice center line on it. Just look at how this is designed. Rear tail light situation, as well as bumpers. This car does have drip rails, but look at how this is channeled out. Look at this interesting line. Coming up and getting inside, but before we do, look at how this door handle is designed. Look how thin it is. So this is the door panel. This is painted metal up on top. Vinyl here. Door handle to pull the door shut, as well as armrest to put your arm on. Door handle to get out. Window crank for the big window. It operates like this. Just notice it's curved. This car does not have vent windows. Take a look at this interior. What do you guys think of the plaid seats? I absolutely love these plaid seats. They're awesome. This car does have a back seat, and it's also plaid. Coming down inside the pedal box down here, high beam switch on the floor, clutch, brake, gas pedal, brake release, a fuse box. I mean, that's what it looks like, but it just, there's nothing in it, so that must be storage. Here's what over the hood looks like. Here is what first person over the hood looks like. This is the crotch situation. The reason I show this is because if you're the same size as me, you will fit in this car perfect. We're size 36 pants. My hand fits between the steering wheel and my leg.
On to the button switches and knobs, starting on the left and moving right. Amp meter, headlights right below that, coolant temperature, gasoline gauge, speedometer. Notice it's a square/rectangular style. Odometer found inside of that. Oil pressure, and brake lights are idiot lights. Wipers, ignition. Just back from the ignition, there is a small square or rectangular button that is for the four-way flashers. Fan/blower speed, heat and defroster, top slider. Bottom slider is to control the temperature of the heat. Radio.
Up above, there are sun visors. Here's my hand for reference. They're pretty good sized sun visors. There's also a sun visor over here for the passenger, and this one has a accessory vanity mirror.
Rear view mirror here. I just love those seats. On to the glove box test. Here is our test subject. Here's my hand for reference. Here is our glove box in question. The opening to put it into the glove box isn't big enough. And notice this one has like a safety latch attached to it, so the door doesn't go any further than that. If you took that off, it would probably fit inside the glove box. The glove box is absolutely huge. But the GoPro fits in there no problem at all. So getting in the rear seat, this has a seat back lock. So you have to slide this all the way forward. And then that releases the seat back to get into the rear seat. It's got a dome light in the center. There is a coat hook back there, as well as a coat hook back there. These windows do open vent style. Coming to the under the hood section, right here. Scissors will catch over here, and that's what releases it. And then there's another one right here. The hood is pretty light. I'm guessing that it's counterbalanced by something that's down inside there. Leaning tower of power. It's got an alternator. It's got one horn. Look at the steering rack, how it comes down. Battery box right here. Look at the water pump housing, how it just comes off here. It's kind of sort of by itself. This one's got a dual master cylinder. Notice it does not have power brakes. Wiper motor.
On the positive side, entry-level classic car, awesome plaid seats, bulletproof slant 6. These are different. Against it, they are and always will be overshadowed by the Demon 340. The back seat is tiny. 6'2" person does not fit good back there. Weird glove box door situation. All right, now it's time for Would You Rather. 2 scenarios today. In the first scenario, would you rather have a 1972 Ford Maverick or 1972 Dodge Demon or 1972 Chevy Nova? I'm going to leave this here for a minute. If you need more time, feel free, pause the video. Moving on to the second scenario. Which episode would you like to see Monday? 1940 Bantam BRC or 1931 Ford Model A or the episode on the Chrysler Slant 6 engine? I'm going to leave this here for a minute. Feel free, pause the video. Moving on to Name That Tune. First person to get both the name of the band and song title correctly will have their comment pinned to the top of the comment section. 1972, what a year for music. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming out and watching this. If you'd like to get in touch with me, shoot me a comment in the comment section below or check out our Facebook group that correlates with this YouTube channel. If you don't have Facebook and would like to talk to me one-on-one, send me an email. All of that will be linked in the description below. Just know I appreciate all of the support. And until next time, toodaloo!
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is 5 or a 10 or a key or a car or sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.